Damian Forrest jumps for North Alabama against Bryson Scott, and this game is underway. Let's take a look at North Alabama's starting five. Tony Poole has used the same starting lineup every game this season.
You got to watch those three seniors right there, Jamari Blackman, C.J. Brim, Peyton Youngblood. Those guys are the anchors of this program.
Peyton Youngblood misfires on the three. Here's Carver College's starting five, highlighted by their top scorer heading into this ball game.
If Bryson Scott and Scott Dillon can really fill it up and fill up quickly, those two guys are going to have to be a key for North Alabama to watch.
Glenn Sims, the step back launch is short. Rebound saved to North Alabama. Jamari Blackman running. Matt, North Alabama coming off an impressive win. What's the map to success for today?
It's all about the defensive end for North Alabama. That's their identity. That's their pride. They need to carry out their assignments defensively and then defend the three. That's really what Carver College wants to do.
C.J. Brim opens up the ball game from three. Matt Carver, yes, they're 0-4 in the season. What do they do to get a win today?
Well, you're going to have to not get sped up. North Alabama wants to pressure you. See how far out Isaac Chapman. They want you to get out of control, take bad shots, and then ball screen defense. North Alabama loves to set you up with that ball screen. You're going to have to communicate and defend it well.
That was Bryson Scott on the drive, third leading scorer on this team. Each team scores on their second possession. Blackman can't knock it in. Chapman keeps it alive. Brim from the same spot. He has both of North Alabama's threes.
When you see your first one go in, that second one is that much easier. An unselfish play there by North Alabama to get the ball inside, get it back out. This team working together early.
3 straight games, C.J. Brim has shot over 50%. His offensive game seems to be clicking right now.
He's confident right now, and that's a big thing you need from your senior point guard. You need him to be confident and reliable.
Then on the other end, he's defending Dylan Scott, who probably has 3 or 4 inches on him.
Yeah, and Brim's not scared of any kind of size differential. He's going to be physical. He's going to come in and not let him back him down, and that's what happened right there, and it caused Scott to get off balance.
It's a North Alabama offense. 3 players averaging over 10 points per game. It's a balanced effort. You go deeper than that, there's 8 players averaging over 5 per game.
Yeah, anybody can get over 10 points in a game for this North Alabama team. It's the deepest team in Tony Poole's tenure here.
Youngblood, the shot fake. Off the mark again. Almost got it back.
You can see early this North Alabama team crashing the boards. They were challenged by that in the pregame by Tony Poole.
Scott open from the corner, buries it.
That's what Scott does. That's his specialty right there. Catch and shoot threes. He's shooting almost 45% on the year. North Alabama's going to have to communicate and find 34 in gold.
Matt, let's talk about this zone look from Carver. What are they doing exactly as Blackman knifes through? The follow from Chapman sneaks in.
Nice touch by Chapman right there in the midst of all that contact to get the ball over the rim. But that zone is really to defend the three-point line. Don't get North Alabama easy 3 looks. North Alabama's going to want to counter that by getting it into the paint, suck that defense in, and then get it back out.
Carver played Kennesaw State close for about the first 10 minutes of the game. Had a lead there for a little bit in the first 8 minutes. As Jamari Blackman a steal, here come the Lions running. Chapman, transition, finishes on the reverse.
The biggest thing happened in transition attack right there was Jamari Blackman got the ball to the middle of the floor. That makes the whole defense have to respond, and that gave Isaac Chapman his lane to drive and finish at the rim.
Chapman, an unbelievable athlete. The reverse right there. Anytime he leaves his feet on either end of the floor, you expect something exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be electric. He's either going to reject the shot and throw it off the wall, or he's going to go up and try to hammer it.
Glenn Sims, an illegal screen set by Dylan Scott.
Scott never got a challenge by Tony Poole in the pregame speech to set records on the offensive glass today. He really sees this as an opportunity for this team to crash the glass, and so far they've got 5 points off of those.
In Tony Poole's tenure at North Alabama, they have finished top 3 in the league in rebounding every year. C.J. Brim feeling it, his 3rd make from downtown.
NBA Jam would put him on fire right now. That ball would have flames coming off of it. C.J. Brim locked and ready to go on this Sunday afternoon. That's what you have to do as a senior and against a team like this. You tend to want to come in a little complacent. He's setting the tone for the rest of his team.
C.J. Brim had just 4 makes from 3 on the season. And again, he guards Dylan Scott. Scott nowhere to go, turns it over again.
Yeah, Scott again changed his pivot foot there. You got to, once you establish it, it's got to stay. But a great job by C.J. Brim. North Alabama guards are switching on screens, meaning they just take each other's guy. And they were Carver was trying to get in the isolation, but a guy cut over, clogged the lane. That forced Scott to have to pick up his dribble and led to the turnover.
Matt, North Alabama has forced 70 turnovers the last 3 games played. Tony Poole very pleased with that.
Yeah, this team takes pride defensively.
Isaac Chapman from outside.
Yeah, how about Chapman right there just knocking that 3 ball down. We talked about him jumping and all of his explosiveness, but there he shows I've got some range too.
Chapman gets a breather. How about Isaac Chapman's knocked down 4 threes this season? He was 0 for 9 a season ago.
He's worked on his craft. Isaac Chapman has really put in work this summer. He's gotten bigger, stronger, but also he's gotten more skilled. He's done a great job working with Coach Ahmad Smith on getting his game ready.
Carver right now 2 of 3 from the floor, but the turnovers plaguing the Cougars.
Carver's got to handle this pressure from North Alabama. They're going to keep coming. You know it's coming, so just be steady.
Bryson Scott in trouble. Shot clock at 5. That 3-ball and air ball, the freshman Daniel Ortiz snags it out of the air.
That was a big-time rebound by Ortiz to go up and get it with 2 hands.
Dallas Howell left open, the lefty. Oh, it's so pretty when it's in the air.
It's just pure. I mean, that's just a pure textbook basketball jump shot. Great pass from Daniel Ortiz.
Howell and Ortiz, the top 2 scorers off the bench, both freshmen.
Dallas Howell, just a dynamic shooter. He's shown he can also put it on the floor, but when he catches it in rhythm like that last one, it's going in a lot.
Scott right into the body of Ortiz. It's C.J. Brim coming away with it. D'Italian Brown running his adjustment. Oh, the follow from Forrest.
On his head says Forrest, running in transition, doesn't give up on the play and hammers it home. Great job by number 33 in white.
Damian Forrest listed at 6'10", and he jumps like somebody that's shorter than that.
Yeah, he's so fast off the floor, you don't realize it. Right there, he was above the rim on that and pulled it down.
Howell on the drive, the pull-up. Ortiz another follow, Forrest another follow.
Yeah, Forrest again, and right there showing a little finesse. He's not just a dunker at the rim. He can get that rebound and clean it up the right way.
UNA's top rebounder at 5.6 boards per game. And you mentioned offensive rebound. There's a couple of highlights early on. There he is again crashing the boards.
And North Alabama right now is taking on that challenge from Coach Poole to go get all the rebounds they can get and get extra possessions. Right now, 9 total rebounds for this North Alabama team.
A 17-0 run. That one hops in and out from Ortiz. Carver's missed 4 straight. Defensively, North Alabama, the top in the ASUN, limiting opponents to a 37% field goal percentage. Right there, Dylan Scott fouled on the drive-in.
And that's a team goal of North Alabama. They want to hold teams under 40% from the field, under 30% from the three-point line. And you can check the box on the total field goal percentage. They're doing that at 30, holding teams to just 31% from the three-point line. This team really prides themselves defensively. After the game the other night, Jamari Blackman said in the post-game press conference, defense is what we do.
Scott can't break up the run. And think about this from that perspective. Jamari Blackman, 15th on the school's all-time scoring list, the top Division I scorer, and he's talking about defense post-game.
Yeah, they're all about it. This is this team's identity. They believe in it. They hang their hats on it. They understand that's where the game is won. Everybody wants to talk about the points, and yeah, you got to score more points than the other team. But part of that is holding them and keeping it, making it tough on your opponents. And then from there, what this team is realizing is offense comes easy when you defend at a high level.
Tony Pujols' Team 4 plays with 5 freshmen on the floor. Granted, D'Italian Brown and Dallas Howell are both second-year freshmen. Daniel Ortiz pulls up. He says, hey, call me DJ. Knocks that one down.
Yeah, Ortiz's game is smooth, man. He does run it like a DJ. And right there, that was just a classic, just step into it, crossover dribble, 1-2, mid-range pull-up. The young man doesn't play like a freshman.
Coming off the bench, second on the team, 10.1 points per game. Cameron Knight steps out. Dallas Howell the long rebound. My question about Daniel Ortiz, how is he not won a newcomer of the week in the ASUN with the way he's been playing?
Yeah, he keeps knocking on the door, and if he keeps playing, he's going to keep getting better, and he's going to get plenty of those awards throughout this year.
Pop Cisse off a career high against Mississippi Valley State, misses his first jump hook attempt.
He short-armed that one. Pop's got to use that long arm and get full extension.
5 straight misses from the field for Carver. Pull up from Bryson Scott. North Alabama grabbing every rebound right now.
And that's part of defense, too. Hold your opponent to 1 shot.
Howell, he has 1 make. Can't make it 2. 6 straight misses for Carver now. And that runner sneaks in from Glenn Sims.
Good drive by Glenn Sims. Went all the way. Omar Figueroa was right there, but he never stopped him, never made him uncomfortable, and Sims was able to get a layup and end the run.
First field goal in just over 5 minutes for Carver. Back into that zone look. Ortiz trying to shoot the Cougars out of it.
And Ortiz can do it when you give him that much space, especially after he just hit a mid-range jumper. You know he's in rhythm. He's seen one go through the rim, and so now Carver, you're going to have to extend on him.
20-point advantage for North Alabama. Tony Poolholz's bench crew getting it done right now.
And that's what's great about watching this unselfish team. They love to star in their role.
Hopping for the 3-point attempt, Antoine Farrell misses, and North Alabama.
Offensive end shooting 55% to start the game, 5 assists on their 11 made shots.
And Tony Poolholz has already played 10 players in this game as Will Susi checks in for the first time. Shot clock at 7. Farrell through the lane. Rebound to Susi. Figueroa from the corner launches. North Alabama on a 22-3 run. Figueroa draws the charge right now. Glenn Sims all over the freshman from Puerto Rico.
Great job by Figueroa to get back after missing the 3. Don't hang your head. Race back down the floor. Get the charge. Get the ball back for the Lions. This North Alabama team, if you're watching at home, just keep watching them one-on-one defensively. They are really guarding right now one-on-one, making it tough trying to win their matchup. We talked about that being a key to success, and so far the Lions are doing that.
Cisse on the block. Loses the handle. 8 on the shot clock. Figueroa launches. Susi came crashing in. Ball still loose. Here comes the Cougars. Auguste somehow gets that to fall.
Good job by Auguste through the traffic, through the contact to finish that in transition after the long rebound. Right place, right time for Auguste, and he gets it done.
Just the second field goal the Cougars have made in their last 10 attempts. Susi from outside. Blackman the offensive board. Blackman from the corner. Figueroa. Offensive rebound misses. Susi third time's the charm.
How about that? Relentlessness on the boards by North Alabama. Everybody trying to get their hand in the cookie jar on those offensive rebounds, and Will Susi finally finishes a really solid possession for North Alabama.
Farrell's driving. Oh, Jamari Blackman said, get back, man.
Look at Jamari Blackman, man. Steady as they come, just doing what he needs to for his team to win.
Brown, corner, off the mark. Susi, offensive rebound. He's calling for the push-off.
Yeah, put his elbow in the back of number 22, Cameron Knight there. Leads to the offensive foul.
Let's talk about Jamari Blackman, Matt. North Alabama's top Division I scorer. And what's he doing? A couple offensive rebounds, a block, running the offense, doing the nitty-gritty things.
One thing that Jamari Blackman has done in his few years here at North Alabama is he has continued to grow as a leader, not just in actions, as you're talking about. If he's got to do all the little things for this team to win, he will do it every night and not complain about it. But what he's done is he's found his voice to lead this team vocally, and he's the pillar of the North Alabama program. And this team trusts him. They love him. The staff obviously relies on him.
Scott threw it right to Brim. Brim through the lane, maximum effort. He's into double figures already.
Nice little Euro step through right there by C.J. Brim in transition. Knew he had the quickness, used it to his advantage right there. Now up to double digits, almost double digits for C.J. Brim.
The senior perfect from the floor. Spinning, tough bank shot from Auguste. Peyton Youngblood back into the ball game, UNA's top scorer on this season. Susie, time to dial it up, in and out. Cisse offensive rebound. Susie, trouble driving through. Youngblood says, calm down, guys. Blackman knifing his way through. 2 free throws coming for Jamari Black.
As you build your program, he kept telling them this is your program, and one way you can build it is be relentless on the boards. He challenged them to go set records today on the glass, see who was willing to do it, and celebrate in each other setting the tone on rebounding.
Jamari Blackman hit his first 21 free throws of the season. He'd struggled the last 2 games, going just 1 of 3 from the free throw line the last 2 games. But North Alabama, the top free throw shooting team in the ASUN.
Yeah, they pride themselves on their free throw shooting. They work on it every single day as a team. They've got different drills they do that are competitive, that they can't move on to the next thing until they make enough free throws.
Great shot, tough shot from Bryson Scott. Whistle after the fact. I think Will Susie might have some blood on the jersey. They're on the right knee.
Yeah, on his knee there. He took a tumble right before the media timeout, probably just scraped it up there.
Just ripped the leg tights off. You gotta love that.
Yeah, that's real strength right there. Hey, you know what? Instead of worrying about trying to wipe it off, let's just rip it off, let Cody Parton, the trainer, go and wrap it up so we can get back in the game.
Start calling Will Susie Hulk Hogan. Blackman through the lane, what a finish.
A lot of times teams try to beat the zone by just passing around the perimeter, but the best way to beat a zone is get paint touches, get that ball in the lane, make that defense crash. North Alabama did it a couple times in a wide open driving lane for Jamari Blackman. That's as easy as it comes for a scorer like him.
Blackman, his first field goal, he has 4. Here's Auguste with 8. Challenges Chapman, who checked back in. It's Peyton Youngblood soaring high for the rebound.
Great job by Isaac Chapman to take that contact by Auguste on the drive, get back in it, contest that mid-range jumper to force the miss.
Just see Jamari Blackman just pump the brakes right there.
He's so athletic and so skilled with his body. He's just in control of everything he does.
Brim. That's his first miss in this ball game.
Saw him short arm that one, just didn't extend, got a little excited. He's been in rhythm all day.
Baseline drive from Auguste, fouled by Peyton Youngblood. Italian Brown returns. You get a look at Coach Bryant Spencer for Carver College. He's taking his team through the gauntlet here in this non-conference slate.
He really has. Just hasn't backed down. Every tough test he could get, he took.
8 Division I games. Spinning, tough jump shot, and Bryson Scott knocks it down.
But you can see this Carver team, they've struggled to knock down shots today, but they're confident, man. They're not backing down.
Mismatch for Forrest inside. Blackman. Look at the ball movement. Italian Brown in and out.
Man, that's great offense. You're always frustrated for those guys when they play a possession like that and can't end it with a made shot.
Flynn Sims, a wild shot. Blackman pushes ahead for North Alabama. Italian Brown, open. Chapman offensive rebound. Forrest off the feed from Brim. Something with the shot clock. They take 4 seconds off. Offensive rebounding, that was the 10th offensive board for North Alabama.
Just continuing to do what their coach challenged them to do. He challenged them to go get extra possessions. He said he wanted to see 70-plus shots in the shot column today because that's how many possessions they went and got today.
Almost halfway there.
They're right on pace. They're doing exactly what their coaches asked them to do, which is just a testament to these guys' characters. They trust this coaching staff.
Brim right to the rack, give him 13 points.
And just took Antoine Farrell right one-on-one, just said, you know what, I've got an advantage right here. And Brim, again, using his quickness, getting all the way to the rim.
I mean, you just look at Brim's stat line, close to 9 points, just over 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He gets the deflection there. Here he is running. The lob, Chapman misses. Offensive rebound, Ortiz swishes it from 3.
Just attack in transition, unlucky break for Chapman. How about the unselfishness of Forrest? Forrest caught that rebound 3 feet from the basket, could have easily turned, but he saw DJ Ortiz wide open, and Ortiz buries another 3-ball on the night.
He has 5. North Alabama's connected on 6 makes from 3. C.J. Brim comes away with another rebound. Ortiz feeling it. Oh, in and out. That rim has rejected some UNA shots.
And that's the only time North Alabama hasn't crashed the glass. All 5 guys were running backwards thinking that ball was going in.
Step back, knocking down that trifecta. That's Antoine Farrell.
Nice job in transition. That's what Carver College wants to do. They want to get in transition, drive, kick, get the quick 3, take that first good 3 you get.
Chapman stripped, a North Alabama turnover. Farrell to the line for 2 off the turnover.
They've been really efficient offensively, taking care of the basketball, working it through that zone, getting the ball inside out, working into the paint, taking care of it when they get offensive rebounds. It's easy sometimes when you get an offensive rebound to turn it over, but they've done a good job handling the basketball and valuing possession over position.
Farrell goes 1 of 2 from the line. Another rebound to C.J. Brim. C.J. Brim, game high 13 points. Back-to-back turnovers for North Alabama.
Right there, Howell picked up his dribble a little too early, and nobody from North Alabama moved. You got to move around and help your guy out when he gets caught in no man's land.
Coley spinning, rejected by Howell.
And Coach Spencer was screaming, move it, move it. Great job by Dallas Howell.
Brim feeds Chapman through the purple paint.
Isaac Chapman, just a master of that reverse layup. When he sees that gap, he's going to use the rim as a help so that somebody can't come over and block a shot.
Scott rejected by Howell again, and Howell tried to feed Chapman. Leads to a turnover.
Great defensive effort, just kind of lost focus right there for a little bit. Did Dallas Howell get that ball, get it to a guard, let them race it up the floor.
So after playing near perfect in terms of turnovers, Geese knocks that one down. UNA's turned it over 3 times in the last minute or 2 of game action. Brown can't find it. Another offensive rebound. Howell. He can't knock it down either.
That's a good look, just couldn't knock it down, did Howell.
Chapman, the hustle, gets it back for North Alabama. Brim, back to Ortiz, and the freshman finishes on the feed from the senior.
Yeah, the senior set that up. Isaac Chapman raced down, got the deflection from behind to get the ball. C.J. Brim could have gone one-on-one at the rim, but saw Ortiz coming out of the corner of his eye. Unselfish play there by the senior leader.
Ortiz, because Poole has a streak of an ASUN all-freshman team selection each of the last 3 years. In fact, 4 in the last 3 years, and you feel like he's got a shot at a couple this year again.
Yeah, there's no doubt he can work himself into it. Ortiz, Pop Cisse, those guys can get themselves definitely into that conversation.
Alexa Matic checks in for the first time for Tony Poole. Makes 12 players that have played in this first half.
Yeah, and a great opportunity for a guy like Modic to come in today, play really well, see if you can get yourself some more minutes in future games.
Shot clock about 1 second in front of the game clock. North Alabama treating this as the final shot. Ortiz down to 5. Pulls up from straight away. The freshman misses. Oh, the follow. Isaac Chapman slams it down.
And then Alabama A&M in this building Wednesday night. Big week right here for North Alabama.
Carver basketball to open up the second half. Auguste and Scott led the way with 6 points apiece. Scott in the paint working on Brim. Look at C.J. Brim defending.
They've gone to that one-on-one look in the post with Scott on Brim about 4 times now, and it's led to 2 turnovers and 2 missed shots.
And Brim turns it over, a lob intended for Forrest, not on the same page. Cougars running, shot fake from Coley. Got Isaac Chapman in the air and 2 free throw attempts right here.
Good job by Coley to have a little patience right there. Get Chapman in the air, knowing Chapman's come flying in. He's shown that he's willing to leave the floor. Subtle head fake leads to some free throws.
Coley, one of 3 players to start in all 8 games against Division I opponents. Chapman cleans up that miss. C.J. Brim led North Alabama with 13 points. Isaac Chapman 11. Daniel Ortiz off the bench with 10. Blackman's 3 from straight away. Jamari Blackman, perfect.
And Auguste fell asleep defensively. You give Jamari Blackman space like that, he's going to knock it down. You got to always know where number 3 in white is, especially when he has the ball.
Jamari Blackman 7 points, 3 assists. And a costly turnover there from Bryson Scott. We've talked about Jamari's defense. We've talked about his scoring as well, but he's either tied for the team lead in assists or led the team in assists all 3 years.
Yeah, he's just unselfish with the basketball. He makes the right play. He understands this offense, and he really thrives in Tony Pujols' offense, knowing where the plays are, where the mismatches are coming.
The former A-Sun Freshman of the Year. Chapman wanted to slam that one down. 2 tries coming from the free throw line.
That was good offense from North Alabama. Jamari Blackman drove. You saw the extra kick there from Peyton Youngblood. And then the ball fake from Isaac Chapman right there before he drove in is what gave him that driving lane, knowing he had a look with no help side.
That was one of those drives where there's a collective breath from the stadium, or the arena, getting set for the ensuing slam.
Yeah, you saw it coming a mile away. That ended up being a good foul for Carver to not, because if you give up that dunk, this place explodes, the team gets going. Instead, it's just 1 point.
Scott to the corner. That jumper knocked down. That's Coley again.
Yeah, Coley got to the free throw line, possession to go. Now he's in rhythm. His teammates reward him.
Forrest on the block. Jump hook, short. Defending was Bryson Scott.
That was a good patient attack from Forrest. Just couldn't get it to go down.
Turnover, here's Brim. He has numbers. Youngblood running for the layup.
And a little smile. Those two were trying to connect on the alley-oop, but instead it leads to just a textbook layup for Peyton Youngblood in transition. This North Alabama team is so good in transition because they just give the basketball to each other.
Largest lead of the ball game for North Alabama. Blackman with a steal. He goes down. Forrest keeps it alive.
Surprised there was no whistle right there. Could have been a foul, could have been a travel.
Youngblood pulls up and pops it. Timeout, Brian Spencer. UNA's leading scorer has just 5. UNA leads by 31. And Matt, entering this ball game, Peyton Youngblood was 12 of 15 from 3 his last 3 games played, shooting it lights out.
Yeah, he's been really confident here to start the season. What Peyton Youngblood does best is he's a star in his role, and he thrives in that, and he loves it. And he loves being a leader for this team and doing all the little things to where then when he gets an open shot, he's ran the offense right, he's in the right spot, just step up and bury it.
Another block for Dallas Howell, but UNA can't complete the layup. There's another rebound for C.J. Brim. He has 6.
And how about that? Your point guard getting in the mix, rebounding like that.
Brim left open. You hear the Carver bench yelling to push it.
Yeah, transition is where Carver thrives, but they haven't really been able to get into their fast break attack here so far in this game.
Dallas Howell has a couple of blocks, called for the foul right there.
Yeah, you're going to see right here, great drive by Sims. Get Dallas Howell on his hip, and that contact right there leads to the foul. Just a good, hard drive by Glenn Sims.
Daniel Ortiz returns. Carver just 3 of 7 from the free throw line now. Sims misses both. .31 advantage for North Alabama. Blackman turns it over. Auguste pulls back, and he nearly lost the handle.
It was really good transition defense by North Alabama to get back and not give anything up.
Scott Wild runner won't fall.
North Alabama got in a scramble situation, was able to get matched up.
Extra pass to the corner. Blackman, an open look.
You said it best, Benjamin Ray. The extra pass from Dallas Howell. Easy money for Jamari Blackman, and Dallas Howell starting to earn more and more minutes by continuing to rebound, share the basketball, do more than just knock down 3 balls.
Blackman 10 points, the 4th line into double figures. Oh, an answer from Carver. That's Dylan Scott.
Carver's got good form right there, stepped into it. Easy rhythm 3-point ball for him.
Talk about Dallas Howell. He had a block, he had a rebound, and assist as freshman Daniel Ortiz takes it right to the rack.
And that's good athleticism right there by Ortiz. Got tripped up, but be able to get his balance, knock down that layup. That was a really good job by Daniel Ortiz.
Shot fake from Coley. Blackman the strip. Here's D'Italian Brown. Blackman wanted to lob to Cisse. Stripped on the way up. North Alabama basketball. When we come back, 4 Lions in double offensively here in this second half. A lot of ball movement.
Yeah, they're really sharing the basketball and shooting right now. 5 of 8 from the field in the second half is North Alabama. 3 of 4 from deep.
A turnover to open up. Brown gets it back, however. D'Italian Brown misses the layup try. Ortiz on the follow with a tough finish.
Tough indeed was Ortiz on that one. Continuing to add to his total now up to 14 points is the freshman.
D'Italian Brown 0 of 7 from the floor. He's had a couple of steals. Doesn't feel like he's 0 for 7.
No, it doesn't, because he plays so hard and he's always around the basketball. He makes a lot of right plays for this North Alabama team, and he's so aggressive. But when that lid comes off for D. Brown, it's going to be good news for North Alabama fans.
An ASUN all-freshman team selection a season ago.
And sometimes that happens as a sophomore. You come in, teams are keying on you. You just got to continue to make that adjustment.
Ortiz misses the pull-up. Cisse can't get it back. Here's Cameron Knight. Another deflection from D'Italian Brown.
And so far, only 1 offensive rebound for North Alabama this half versus 12 in the first half. That's a good job by the Cougars.
Shot clock at 8. Farrell, short. So they say it was tipped. I believe that was Dallas Howell.
It was Dallas Howell. He's so long, used his length right there to his advantage. That's going to be his 4th block of the game. Just doing a great job defensively. That young man came in known as a 3-point specialist and continues to add layers to his game.
Will Susie checks back in. 4 on the shot clock. Farrell spinning, beats the shot clock, but he can't knock it down.
Great job by Figueroa there in one-on-one defense to force a tough jumper and get the ball back for the Lions.
Again, 5 freshmen on the floor for Tony Pujols. Susi, left-handed runner.
And you see him on the bench hold the left hand in the air. That was a good move there by number 0, the New Jersey native, getting all the way to the rack. Susi plays so hard when he steps on the floor.
Deflection, nearly got it back. It is a little tricky. Brown and Susi, second-year freshmen, with last year not counting. Brown might have blocked that one from behind. Tough defense from North Alabama here.
Just watch them fly around on the defensive end. This team's everywhere. They're cutting off the gaps.
Another rebound for Ortiz. He has 7. Susi through the lane again. Dishes off to Cisse. Welcome back, Will Susi.
And smart play. He knew the defense was coming with him. Just the exact same play before. They overhelp. Knowing Pop Cisse's right there at the rim. Just total team basketball and a good finish by Cisse.
Oh, Farrell spins. Cisse takes it away from him, though.
Quick hands by the big fella to get that deflection and grab the basketball.
Brown, open look. D'Italian Brown. Figueroa offensive rebound. There's his putback.
Gotta love the activity of Omar Figueroa right there. Offensive rebound, get yourself some separation, knock down the mid-range jumper. This North Alabama team is active today and really playing hard.
A 10-0 run for North Alabama. Great turnaround jumper. Knocked down by Keyshawn Coley, who's been very active here in this second half.
And that's what Coley likes to do. He likes to face up, especially in the mid-range. Look for his teammates. If he can't find one of them, he's going to bury the jumper.
Figueroa with a hand in his face.
Doing a great job attacking in transition, trying to get easy looks at the rim. A lot of those have come in there. At least 10 fast break points for North Alabama, if not more. They're doing a good job, also getting second chance opportunities on the offensive glass.
Here's Daraji Igbalsi in the game for the first time, and Carver gets it back. K-John gives it up. Daraji Igbalsi again.
Good deflection by Modic there to get the turnover.
Ortiz, corner 3 ball, count it.
Good shot there by Daniel Ortiz, continuing to add to his total for North Alabama, doing a great job coming off the bench, now up to 17 points.
It's hard to believe North Alabama only has 12 assists. It feels like there's been so many extra passes. Could have a lot of hockey assists.
For sure, definitely in the case today, because this team has moved the basketball. It hasn't stuck. That's what Coach Pujols say. Don't let the ball stick, and today it has not done that. They've done a good job trusting each other and getting good looks.
Shot clock at 1. Ortiz a strip. Ortiz numbers right to the rack. He takes it all the way. Give him 19.
And he knew he was going to get that contact, and so he turned his body to take the contact and shield himself to be able to use his right hand on the left side of the floor to get that layup.
Farrell step through, misses. Matic keeps it alive.
Good hustle by Modic there in semi-transition defense.
Ortiz fires in transition. Oh, he's feeling it. He's got 22.
And Coach Pujols kind of grins at him as he runs down the floor. Probably a quick shot, but when you're in rhythm like that, the young man able to get it going. He was open all the way.
Career high for Daniel Ortiz. Hey, we talked about him not getting ASUN Newcomer of the Week attention. Hello.
He might do it this week. He had a good night against Mississippi Valley State the other night and doing it again here today against Carver College.
Oh, a great 3 there. Knocked down by Sincere Jacobs. Holloman in for the first time.
Jacobs Holloman rocking the Stars and Stripes socks right there, burying the 3 ball.
Will Susi, there's his make from downtown.
And I know that feels good for him. Had a conversation with him early in the week. He just kept saying, I got to keep working. I know it's coming. I got to keep working. And he has done that. Great job by Will Susi to stay consistent and continue to work on his game. And that was a good shot there by him.
He was 0 for 10 in his career from 3 prior to that make.
Yeah, and it's good when you hear a young man say things like that and then be able to capitalize and see it go through the net. That's what makes this game fun.
Figueroa, oh, look at that. 2 tries from the free throw line coming up.
That's an excellent job by Figueroa. The Puerto Rican getting through there. There was no gap, but he creates it. You're going to see good job by Carver College, but the little step through to get past Farrell there. Excellent job by number 4 to get to the free throw line.
It's the first. Sawyer Wright checks in. Omar Figueroa, some national experience with the Puerto Rico U17 team. Silver medal at the Centro Basketball Championship.
Yeah, that's the thing about these freshmen for North Alabama is, yes, they're young, but they've had a lot of experience and played at all different levels, and so they're ready for competition right away.
Figueroa, that's a 4-point possession for the freshman.
And unselfish by Alexa Modic to kick that to Figueroa and hit him right in his shooting pocket. Those shooters know how to pass, too, because they understand right where they want the basketball.
Pull up short. Figueroa up to 9 points now. Keeps it alive. Sawyer Wright misses in the.
Now, North Alabama is currently on an 18-3 run over the last 3.5 minutes. Just been an absolute dominant performance, shooting 68% from the field this half, 80% from the three-point line, 8 for 10 in the second half.
Carver basketball. Dylan Scott pirouetting to the turnover.
Scott's done that 3 or 4 times now in that post-up game. He just drags that pivot foot. He gets off balance, and he can't keep himself solid.
Omar Figueroa, 9 points for North Alabama. I feel like almost all 9 of them have come here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, no doubt, and he definitely gets it going in transition.
Egbowsi to the rack, gets 2 free throws.
Good drive there by Egbowsi to see defense out of balance. You're going to see he looks up, nobody in help side. Let me just get all the way to the rim. Scott reaches in there for the foul. Good job by Daraje to get all the way to the rack.
The UNA bench wanted him to slam that one home.
He won't have too many more looks like that where he could get up and knock it down. But I know Coach Bullhold just be glad he didn't turn it over. That's one thing he doesn't want these young guys to do is turn the ball over. And North Alabama's done a good job. Only 7 turnovers so far for the Lions.
Just 3 points for Carver over the last 4 minutes of game action.
Really struggling to score as they got into the bench. Got the starters back in now.
Coley, he's knocked down a couple of those tough jumpers. Can't get that one.
This North Alabama team continues to go after the boards.
Matic, catch and release, drills it.
Great for Alexa Modic to step in, bury that 3 ball. That young man wants to keep getting minutes. He knows he's got a great opportunity this year to help his team. And when you can do things like get a rebound, run down the floor, and knock down a 3, you're going to get yourself more minutes.
Scott pumps the brakes to the corner. Airmailed. Another rebound to Matic.
Good defense there by Egbowsi.
Figueroa pulls up. And it hit the shot clock.
A little bit of a quick shot there by Figueroa. I know he's in rhythm. But right there, defense was set. Get into your play, run a half-court set. You never know with the way North Alabama passes. That ball could come back to you, and you get an even better look than the one you just took.
North Alabama has forced 19 turnovers. A miss from downtown. The Lions on the search for 100. Brown dials it up, in and out. Susie trying to hustle. D'Italian Brown in a tough spot now, 0 for 9. He's had some good looks.
And you just hate it for a kid like him. He's such a good, hard-working young man, does things the right way, puts in the time every day. He's always in the office with Coach Willie Watson, watching film, trying to get better. And his looks today have just been in and out. I mean, they're on the money. They're just not going in. But I know his coaches are telling him, keep shooting the ball.
He nearly got a steal right there.
Because this is where Brown makes up for it. He's going to work on this end of the floor. He's going to stay in his stance. He's going to be active with his hands.
Auguste misses. A 10-0 run at the moment for the home team, North Alabama. Final 5 minutes of this ball game. Matic. Another offensive rebound right underneath, fouled.
And the bench erupting right there with the play of Sawyer Wright, getting a couple of offensive rebounds. And on that last one, just that old school power dribble. Two hands, watch this. Old school post fans, watch this. Grab the rebound, power dribble, go straight up through the contact. Great work there by Sawyer Wright, and that's a great shot from our camera crew of that bench. We've been talking about how this team loves each other, and there you see the starters, the guys getting a lot of minutes, pulling for the walk-on Sawyer Wright.
Hits the second free throw. 10-0 run at the moment. Scott pulls up. Susi, back-to-back makes for him from downtown.
Susi made his first three of his career today, and now he's up to 3 made threes, just continuing to knock down shots.
Here he is off the Carver miss, running. Susi can't be stopped all the way.
And an energy guy, he works hard on both ends of the floor, and you can see how his teammates love him.
Agbalsi a block. 3-on-2, Matic right to the rack, can't get it to fall.
That's great transition offense right there by North Alabama. Matic just couldn't get it to go.
Give and go inside, tough finish for Auguste.
It was a real good finish for Auguste through Sawyer Wright, took the contact. Now leading the way for Carver is Auguste with 8 points.
North Alabama shooting 60% from the field in this second period. The extra pass to Italian Brown. Relief.
Look at him just stare at the bench like finally, and the whole bench erupted. I think they all knew that one was going in. But how about the unselfish play of North Alabama? There were 2 extra passes on that one.
74, and they've knocked down 51% of them.
It's just been totally efficient. 18 assists as well. The ball has been popping. They've been moving. They've trusted each other in transition, getting out of their 15 fast break points. The bench getting involved, 55 bench points. This team offensively has really put everything on display today.
Agbalsi inside, loses it. They have a promotion at the University of North Alabama. The team breaks 100 points. Rejection there. The crowd gets free queso at Rosie's, a local Mexican restaurant. They want queso.
Yeah, this place will get real excited over that because the queso at Rosie's is pretty big time.
And it falls off there from Sawyer Wright.
Sawyer's going to kick himself for that one. That's a shot he makes in his sleep.
Through traffic, turnover. Figueroa has numbers up ahead to Agbalsi. There's, nope, Susi. He gets the queso for the crowd.
Tough break for Agbalsi in transition. Not sure what he was looking for around the rim. But Susi doesn't give up on the play. Gets North Alabama to 101 points and now 18 offensive rebounds.
Underneath, Coley had it the first time, tried to go underneath. Agbalsi steps back. Matt, let's talk about what's coming up next for North Alabama. Right in the middle of finals week, the Lions stay at home. Alabama A&M on Wednesday. Auburn after that. Next 3 in the state of Alabama, but a big showdown on Wednesday. Alabama A&M about 45 minutes to an hour. Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, it's a huge game. There'll be a good crowd in here to be real lively. Kind of a little in-state Northern Alabama rivalry. Those two teams play each other really well. It's been fun to watch that series since North Alabama's been in the Division I process. And it should be another exciting time right back here Wednesday night.
Final 90 seconds of this one. North Alabama's led wire to wire. Bouncy loses the handle on it. Carver. They'll come back to Alabama. Jacksonville State there on December 28th.
And just continuing the D1 slate. All Division I opponents here to start the season for Carver College. That's a tough way to go. But Coach Spencer getting his guys some great experience playing these schools.
Auguste, he called bank.
That's a tough shot in traffic right there by Auguste. He's been the steady hand for Carver today.
And a pass to no, and North Alabama a little sloppy these last few possessions. And you know that will eat at Tony Poolhall. Seeks perfection each and every time you're out on that floor.
Yeah, he just yelled out to him, finish the right way. He wants to see this game finished the way that it was started.
Corner three ball from Farrell. He drains it. He's got 7 points.
Farrell's played really hard today. He's been steady just in his effort for Carver College.
Susie running, dumps off to Sawyer Wright from Tuscumbia, Alabama. He lays it in.
Great transition attack there. Susie draws the defender of Sawyer Wright, knowing he had to step up, and once he helped up, easy money for the big fella.
And that gets North Alabama back at 50%. 40 for 80 from the floor. 18 offensive rebounds. The Lions will run the clock out here. 5 players in double figures.